stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll put total weather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Illinois' offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the returner is stopped. So Oregon's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Illinois lining up quickly. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Quarterback on the keeper. Ball is free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Give to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Paul Bunyan's trophy on the line today. Michigan and Michigan State, this historic rivalry. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to pass, it's Altmaier. They're working that left side. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Illinois right back to the line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The aerial assault continues. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The give to the single back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Fights off a defender. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the air, it's Gabriel. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down, now here they come again. They'll go right back to him. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Holden. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Second down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for a man, it's Gabriel. And they will score! Touchdown Ducks! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Pocket starts to collapse. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
From the gun, give on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. To throw, it's Gabriel. Snags it, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Illinois lining up quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
25 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Illinois putting together a really nice drive.
And that's good enough for
He'll come out throwing on first down. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown Ducks! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Bryant. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
He wants to throw it again. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snares it outside. It's Sanders. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
At the 43. Brings up second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. He's right on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And first down for the
Trying to find his man on first down. Got a man in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.